How's it going, FairyTail fans? Soul here, bringing you the newest episodes of FairyTail. If you haven't watched it yet, make sure to check it out for free in the description below. Now, of course, this episode, we have to talk about Ultear giving up her life. I mean, it's definitely one of the saddest moments that I've seen in FairyTail for quite some time, especially with her being one of my all-time favorite characters. Last episode, we knew that something was going to happen to her after Grave's death. And then for the first half of this week's episode, we see the death of many FairyTail wizards and most of the Dragon Slayers. They even foreshadowed my favorite character, Lucy, dying, and regardless of how obvious it is that all the large characters are going to end up alive, I needless to say that I did not like them surrounding Lucy with dragons. I mean, I already had to deal with future Lucy's death. I don't need to see any more of that. But it does get pretty serious. We see that Laxus and Wendy are going to be eaten. I'm pretty sure Gajeel got stabbed through the chest. And of course we saw Gray's death last episode. That was just crazy. You know, they made this episode extremely intense. We even watched Romeo just stare helplessly at his father while he was killed by the dragons. But of course Hero has to throw in the classic FairyTail comedy, with Zirconis talking about eating Wendy over Laxus. We always gotta have some funny moments, and there were still some good fight scenes as well. We still have Natsu fighting Future Rogue, Sting and Rogue fighting dragons, Cobra trying to poison the Rock Dragon. The battle is still going on, but very sadly, moving on to Ultear. I think she is just one of the most interesting characters in the show. She's still conflicted with her past, she has the constant struggle between good and evil, and she still does not know whether she's a good person. I mean, I've always felt sorry for her since she was abducted as a child, taken away from her mother, and now she has to suffer through all of her sins, but I really don't think it was her time to go, even though everyone needed to be saved. I at least thought we could have got the comfort of her knowing that she did end up saving everyone, but it kind of leaves a bad taste in your mouth when she dies without ever knowing she did anything to help, with time only going back 1 minute. You know, I still feel like that in the end she thought her life was worthless, so I didn't really like seeing that Hero decided to give her a very sad ending. If this is her actual ending, of course, you know, I don't read the manga, but there usually aren't any problems bringing characters back, so maybe she'll come back. Either way, in the end, I think Ultear suffered whether or not she's actually gone for good. She gave her life away because she didn't think she deserved to live, and she did it alone with no one by her side, and without having any closure. But like I said, most of all, she clearly had to suffer very painfully, so I did not enjoy seeing a character that I've always liked have a painful ending like this. And then of course we have a very interesting ending leading us into the next episode when Lucy tells everyone that they have to destroy the Eclipse Portal. But I'd love to know what you guys thought of the episode, Ultear's ending, Gray, and everyone else coming back. Tell me in the comments below. Also, make sure to follow me on Twitter at Soul_TGN to check out my Ultear and FairyTail artwork. Subscribe if you're FairyTail fans, leave me a like if you enjoyed the video, and stay tuned for more FairyTail.